All right, good morning. It's Tuesday. Like it never happened. Welcome back. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, we got Psycho Broker. Hammond and Hahn. He went the wrong way again. I told him not to. Yo, that baby broke and ran. I didn't take it. I was too busy divulging my identity. Mm-hmm. Oh, are you? Good for you, man. I'm not in the write up. Nope, I missed it. I was too busy taking your advice and cleaning up my mess. Mm-hmm. Got Psycho Broker asking me for next resistance because he didn't heed my warning. What am I looking at here? Oh, this is the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still working that 240 bull flag. That's nice. Yo, take one off, man. Then you got some money in the bank. You trading SPY or are you trading SPX? So that was a bull flag on that daily. As long as we close up like that, that flag triggered and this baby's running, 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 running. Well, yeah, anything, if you bought and sold today, it would be considered a day trade, but you would be able to close all three of those and it would be considered one day trade. I don't know what platform you use, but you can do, I think, up to 3 day trades within any 5 trading day period without having any effect. At least that's the regulation, the FINRA guideline. But what's your intention, to hold it overnight? Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I don't know what their parameters are. Um, but do you plan on holding it overnight? Well, I don't know how the clock plays a role in your trading. I mean, you're up good. You look at that 5 minute chart. Looks like it's getting a little toppy. Um, well, I mean, you know how I trade, man. I get a little bit and I take some off the table, take a little off the table. Got to pay yourself. I just hate the idea of a positive trade turning negative. So I would take a little off the table, move my stop. I mean, I'm looking for, well, right now you're going to hit a little resistance. And these days are crazy at 16, at 516. So it'll be 451 for you, 451.6 or so. So I would take a little bit off the table, see if you can get that 516. Might take a little off right there because you said you had three. And then I would leave the last one as a runner, right? So you move your stop to a break even. If it pulls back to where you entered, then you get out. But if the market takes off and we have one of these crazy 90-point days, you'll get to capture that whole thing. And whenever you leave that runner on, you get a runner like that. It kind of cleans up all the little losses that you took during the week. So you try to get one or two runners a month, and it just cleans up all the little messes. So then all those profits that you banked look better because that one or two runners just fixed all of the little losses that you took here and there. Cool, 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 cool. So if you look at your 5 minute chart right now, if you're looking at the screen, your chart should look the same, right? If you're looking at a 5 minute chart. So this is a bull flag, right? If if this bar breaks this bar, you could move a stop under here for your second, right? Protect your second right there, leave your third at a break even. And if this triggers, it's going to keep running. If it triggers and then pulls back, then this is going to fall apart and it's going to move down and consolidate a little bit. So it hasn't triggered yet. So the high is 509.87. So if it breaks that high, which there it goes, boom. So now you should put one stop under this bar that's moving up right now on the 5 minute. And you can manage this trade on the 5 minute chart. So if this bar right now, if the low is I got 45.05.63. So I would go a couple of ticks under that even. Go 45.05.25. And just let that baby keep working. If it falls apart, you're going to get taken out right here. You'll make some money on that second contract, and you leave that third contract at the break even and let this thing, gives it some room to do what it's got to do. And then if it rips, if it takes off, you're going to make a lot of money on that last contract. See, it's looking ugly now, that 5 minute, because it broke, and now this bar is closing below that break, which is not a good sign. So I'd have my second stop under this bar. And yet, I'm conservative. I mean, there are times I leave a lot of money on the table because my primary focus is capital preservation. But with those runners, I catch some screamers from time to time. But the market is not about those home runs and everything like that. That's not what we do for a living. What we do for a living is make money every day. We do it a little at a time, little at a time, little at a time, and yet just by the law of large numbers, you end up hitting home runs. But they're just gifts. They're not how we trade. They're not what we look for. And then those gifts kind of change your level of trading. It takes you to the next level. I mean, you turn a $30,000 account into a $125,000 account because you hit one or two home runs over the course of the year, and then your trading's at the next level. Yeah, look, we're going to break to the bottom. See, I would be taking my second right there, and I got some money in the bank. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It didn't even go. See, that's why I said a couple of ticks underneath that bar low because it may test that low and then push up. And it'll keep two contracts in the trade. If it doesn't work out, then it knocks you out. You've got one contract left in the trade. See, this is what, well, we could have argued that it's a bull flag, but you could still argue that this is a bull flag. I mean, you had this trigger to turn around. That's very negative to me. But if this closes here and the next bar breaks this, then that could be considered a flag because this is really the retrace. I'd just rather see the retrace right off the strong upward bar. And then you could be in the next leg. But everything's up. You can call this a bullish day. Looks like the composite's trying to make another leg up. So you may get another leg up on the S&P. So if you took that little bit off, your money line just got bigger a little bit. Right now, that second one, you should still be in it because it didn't break the low of that previous bar. Looks like it's trying to edge up again. If this was going to turn around, that 30-minute bar would have turned around already. So it looks like you're looking pretty good for that move up. I mean, anything could happen, but that 30-minute bar is looking pretty strong. I'm thinking your next target should be 516. If you could see that 516 or 451.6, I would take that because that's going to pose some resistance right there. I would take that with the second contract. Leave that third one to see if you get a ridiculous day. Yeah, look, that bar's closing strong. So now we want to see the next bar break this bar that we're on right now. If anybody's trading Bitcoin, we got to see Bitcoin break 43,490. It's like 500 points. All right, now a break of this high would be a trigger of the flag. 509.34. Oh, 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 oh. See, with that stop there, you still should be in that trade. No, I don't believe it does. You took one position of three contracts, and then you close that one position. So it's based on your opening position. I think even if you peeled a couple off and held one overnight, it wouldn't count as a day trade. But I think that interpretation is based on what firm you're dealing with. I don't know if Weeble's cost effective or what have you, but I don't think it's your best option. But you got to do the math. Look at that. That stop is holding. That's pretty good. But that momentum is rolling around. You see right here, the line is rolling. See, I'd be getting a little edgy right about here. I'd probably be taking my second one off and just leaving that stop because I'm starting to doubt the move up. No, I can't find any options on Bitcoin. There are futures on Bitcoin. But I mean, even the futures on Bitcoin, you got to come up with quite a bit of margin. And there's micro futures on Bitcoin, which you don't really need that much margin for the micro futures. But with Bitcoin, I mean, right now I'm looking at swing trades. So really, I'm just buying the coin. Yeah, so I don't need the option. So yeah, if you're gonna do $5,000 or yeah, $2,000, $1,000, $100, $10, you could do it right through Coinbase. You go to Coinbase, set it up on your phone, and you put your buy in. It links to your bank account. You buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make much on small dollar amounts, but I mean, I've been watching it and getting a feel for it. So now I'm just going to fuck with it on a small amount, see how I'm going to trade it, what the effects are, and then I'll commit some serious money to it. Oh, you took one off, have one in? All right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, keep a break even on that. Don't lose money on that contract. How much did you book, if you don't mind me asking? I hope we get a 90-point day for you today. And don't even be like, oh, if I kept all three, I would have made this. You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to put money in the bank. Every day you put money in the bank, you're getting richer, you know, and it stops you from those days where you go profitable and then you turn around and lose or you don't make any money that day. So it's good management. And now you don't even have to worry. You made money, you move your stop to a break even, you're in a riskless trade. It's a free trade. Running, running, and running. You made 500 total so far. So that's cool, man. Can't argue about that. It's like a couple of days' pay. And you don't have one still in, you have one still on. ON. Just figure if you're going to be in the industry, you might as well speak the lingo. So what you're doing is slow and smooth, making a few dollars, making a few dollars. What you have to do is you work with your stops and avoid those blow up days, because you'll find lots of guys make lots of money in the market, but then have those blow up days, and you either give it all back or blow up their portfolios. So that's why I'm very or I'm persistent on the risk management, so that you don't give back what you're making. And just remember the saying: old traders and bold traders, but no old bold traders. So that 30-minute is looking a little toppy. We may get a retrace right here, but you're going to take the crapshoot. That's all right. I mean, you could take your third off and look for another entry. You could look at the 30-minute chart now going into the afternoon. It'll pull back, and you just wait for the break of the next high, and then you enter again, maybe with one contract, or take your third off, or sit in your third. Let your third go. That's what I would do. Leave your third alone. Wait for a break even. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you got 500 in your kick. Just don't let this go negative and eat into that 500. If it gets to your break even, just close this bitch out. Walk away. That part didn't work. And you walk away with a $500 day. All right, so I arranged the boat. They're expecting me. I'm going to move it. I got some crazy bastard to help me go south this fall. Maybe I could show him a few good days of sailing. What else do I have to do? Too fucking cold out to do any work outside this afternoon. I think I'm going to go work out and then eat a lot of bad shit. Yeah, running, running. That's a good deal. Yeah, we're getting quiet now. So now we got a good resistance at about 45.09. If we can break through that, we should see that 45.16. If we break that 45.16, you might want to hold that last contract overnight because we may get up to 45.95 tomorrow. But we have Powell speaking tomorrow too. Just keep that stop at a break even, make it a riskless trade. Don't give back what you got, and you looking hunky dory. See, you Puerto Ricans remind me of the young guys when I opened my firm. You know, they were street guys. They were smart. They had good risk management. They were aggressive. We built a good company. And then everybody got an education, and the employee pool sucked. Everybody's a prima donna now. Got to find me a clan of hoods and build another company. Well, yo, making the bank. You got $500, man. Do that every day. You got a $2,500 week. You know, you got $10,000 a month. That's pretty good. I mean, if you can keep this sort of consistency, um, you know, let's say you don't do 10,000, you do 7,000 a month. You'll be trading in no time. You know, 5 or 6 months, and you'll have a decent account, and you could start making some real money. But don't worry about the money. You know what I'm saying? Worry about the career, right? Because if you went to a doctor and that guy was sitting there counting his change, or be like, yo, I could do this procedure on you and I'll make this much, and how much confidence would that invoke in you, you know? Or you had a lawyer, oh, there it goes, baby, there it goes. If you had a lawyer, you know, and he's tallying up while he's talking to you, that's not the guy you want, right? Money is a byproduct of your professionalism. So if you focus on the trading, forget about the money. Just focus on the trading, be a good trader, learn how to be the best trader you can. Don't worry about how much money you're making, how much you made for the day. Have good policies and procedures. The wealth is a byproduct of being good at what you do. You don't even think about it. Like, you know, my whole career, I didn't work. I didn't work for money. I did what I did. I was good at what I did. I liked what I did. I did it because I wanted to do what I was doing. And as a result, I made a lot of money. Yo, if you're an excellent garbage man and you love the garbage business and that's all you're thinking about, I want to do the garbage business. I love the trucks. I love this. I love that. You're going to make a lot of fucking money. And there are wealthy garbage men out there. You know, and they may have started hauling trash and handling it and stuff like that, but the end result is they mastered the art, and you know they're garbage entrepreneurs. But it's professionalism. You know, that's what makes the money. Nobody makes money who's going out to make money. You know, a rapper's not making money because he's wants to make money. He's making money because he's got skills and he's a good rapper. And if he put the time into his art, he makes a lot of money. And I know these guys like to show that they're hard and they're gangsters and shit like that. Most of the motherfuckers are psychology majors, and all of them are smart. You know, even the street guys. I mean, you know, that that crack dealer that's making a fortune, that's a smart motherfucker. You know, he's as smart as any CEO or anything like that. He's just a smart guy. Just you know, this is what the opportunity afforded him. So that's it. If you're a smart guy, you focus on your professionalism, on your skills, you're going to be a rich man. Baby, you're a rich man too. And tenacity. You don't give up, right? Because it's just like anything else. If you played sports, the more you practice, the better you get. You know, the more time you put in, the better you get. And it's the same here. Don't get discouraged. You know, you blow up a little bit. Oh man, you are making some money, son. Um, this baby is just popping. Um, you know, I mean, the reason I made a lot of money was because I was dyslexic. I couldn't perform in school. I had no choice other than if I didn't work hard and focus and move forward, I was digging ditches. So when shit was hard and frustrating and the average guy would have tried something else, I had nowhere to go. So I either made it work or I'd become a goat. That throws me off. um, so anyway, I had no choice. I couldn't quit. And when I got into the financial industry, I mean, the only option I had was to roll back into construction. So I didn't want to do that anymore. Not a college grad. I don't have degrees to fall back on. Even got in a wee bit of trouble as a young man. So I'm pretty much unemployable. Um, so all I got are my skills or on my tenacity, what I could do with myself. Greatest of all time. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the acronyms. You young whippersnappers. See here, like, don't be the psycho broker. Like, I got this guy texting me. I'm sick of losses. He doesn't fucking listen. Told him not to do that trade. I'm like, yo, the parameters say that that's not a good trade. Don't do that trade. No, no, I know the market's going to turn around right here. Yo, you don't trade on what you think the market's going to do. You trade on what the market's doing. Greatest of all time. Yeah, it's a great accomplishment. You know, be a Scaramucci, one of those great traders. It's a rougher market too now. You know, ever since they did electronic trading, the market has changed. I mean, basically, if you took the time to learn setups in the market, you were going to make money. Um, he's just an arrogant fuck. That's why he doesn't listen to me. You know, he's a shoot by the hip kind of gambling kind of guy. He was like that at the firm also. You know, I thought he matured a little bit, but he hasn't. Um, and I mean, he just, yeah, you know, I mean, dude, I could talk to this kid till I'm blue in the face. And I mean, I'm literally on the phone talking to this guy, telling him what to do. And his whole problem, he knows the markets. You know what I'm saying? And he can make good calls when he's not under pressure. But he just buckles to greed and fear. And when he gets greedy, he starts throwing on too much size and, you know, taking shots. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he knows better. And, you know, he keeps telling me you're conservative or your methods suck. And, dude, I'm making more fucking money than you. You know, I mean, I'm right more than you. Never mind, you know, I'm making more money. It could be a matter of size. But, yeah, you know, I'm right more often than you are. You know, I have less trouble than you do. So what the fuck? But he doesn't want to listen. Here we're button up against what I think may be resistance here. So you could leave your position alone but we want to see us break that 45.1688. That's going to be a rough one. I mean, if we do break that, there's crazy amount of energy in this market. You know, crazy amount. We could get rejected and close in a shooting star today, right here. So, I mean, you decide on how you want to manage this. You may want to move your third up to just below this pivot right here. You see that low right there, that pivot? You may want to move your stop up there if you want to close out for the day, or you leave it at a break even and see if this fucking thing keeps running and then runs again tomorrow. Because if we do break that 16 with some strength, stay close above it, then I definitely think that we're looking at 45.91. Now he's asking me what to do. That's like so hard too. He's like, what should I do? It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't put myself in this position. That's what I would do. Yeah. What should I do? Stop trading poorly. That's what you should do. Yeah, I'm always real with them. Um, I mean, that's just the nature of who I am. Actually, my sister says that I lack a human component because I'm very real. So I guess I'm a little insensitive. It's a good move you made, though, that taking that long. Once again, I was distracted by the stream. We're going to hit that target. See, if you look at the momentum too in the 5 minute, you see as we're pushing up, it's fading off. I mean, it could roll and it's just as a higher low rather, and it turns around and moves up. But right now, it looks like it's fading off. I mean, but for it to trigger, it would have to break down here. That's the only way you could tell the market fell apart if it breaks this pivot. You know, you can even trail this pivot, and it'll probably keep pivoting up, and you just keep trailing the pivots all the way up. Mm-mm-mm. 516.88. Can we break it? 60 minutes extremely overvalued right now. You know what? I don't even think I have that study on my 30 minute. No, I don't. Look at that. There you go. See, the 30-minute keeps going overvalued and then coming back into fair value, but the 60-minute just went extremely overvalued right now. So you're probably going to get a retrace right here. It may roll out. This sucks. Yeah, it sucks, man. Do I keep saying oversold? Um, the 60-minute went overbought. I know I keep saying that oversold, and it's probably confusing. It's just my dizzy ass. Mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Running, running, and running. Yeah, yeah, I'm interested in what tomorrow holds because you got Powell talking in the morning. But what more could he say? He said everything he's got to say. This damn boat. I'm holding this damn boat for a guy. Would like to see this guy take this thing because I know it'll be good to him. It won't cost him any money to keep it going. But he's holding out on me, man. Treating me like a bitch. Nah. And anybody listening, If you haven't given me a like me up. Drop some chats. See, we saw that overbought value, and now it looks like it's retracing a little bit. But that doesn't mean it's got to turn around. It could just be building a flag, you know. And if we get another flag, which we haven't had one on the 60-minute yet, if we get a flag on the 60-minute, that's going to be a powerful move up. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So here's the move up, little move up, you know, but a good bar. It opened at the low, closed at the high. That's what you want to see. Here's the little consolidation. It'll probably consolidate around here for the next hour, and then the next bar breaks that, and forget about it, because then you're moving into the daily, right? And I think it was on the daily that I saw that. Yeah. So right here, you're busting through the cloud, and that's pretty positive. You probably move up, you know, through this cloud for a day or so, and then come back. I mean, we could move up for like 4 days and come back down in April. I would not mind that in the least, ladies and germs. So that flag might take us through this resistance. I mean, we could reject up here. See, and that's all around the 516 area. So that's a good target. That, you know, that's going to be a strong resistance right there. If we can bust through that, we're looking pretty good. Because this double top right here is what we want to take out. This area right here, which we're really talking about 54.93 or so. This is blue line is the trend line that we've been following. If anybody's watching, that's the trend line that we've been following on this way up before we had this major breakdown. So it may come up and hit a little resistance on this trend line and bang around here for a while. But if we can get back above that trend line and get that as support, we're going to continue our grind up for the summer. I think it's in the description, isn't it? You could hit up PayPal. I don't know that. I don't know what the app is for that. What the Cash App is. I'll have to get that Free Folk team to let me know. When you make big bucks, huh? Big bucks on this trade or big bucks overall? All right. So what we're looking at might be head and shoulders on the S&P. So it should trace up, which it looks like it's doing that, tracing up there. So watch this for a head and shoulders pattern. It's not quite there yet. Needs a few more bars. And if we get that head and shoulders pattern, we know this baby's getting ready for a pullback. I mean, it doesn't have to happen. It could just be doing that retrace for that 60-minute bull flag that we were talking about. You still got 46 minutes left in that. Tip your host. I love it. Thank you there, PR Yeti. If you make the big bucks. Um, yeah, I got to talk to some free folk, and I thought that was in there. Copy of the link to your PayPal so people can just click on it. It's a convenience thing. You make it easier for people to get to chip. People will start tipping more frequently because easy access. Oh man, you're making some roasted pork? I'll be right over. Actually, I made some corned beef and cabbage last night, and it roasted all night. So I just turned the heat on to warm it up. I like to eat early, and then I don't eat into the evening, so I wake up hungry. Actually, that being said, I'm gonna take my leave. So let's see. What you gonna watch for this afternoon? Here's the daily. So you can see we're hitting that resistance right here on the cloud, and it just backed away. There's the 150 day moving average in there. Kind of hit resistance, backed away on that, and we're watching. Well, you know what? Just watch it on the 60-minute. Watch for this flag. So right now, if it breaks on this bar, then you need a break of the high, and it's going to move up. If this bar closes without breaking the prior bar, then the high of this bar becomes the entry. So it'll break there. So watch for that flag right there. And then you're going to know what your program is for the afternoon. And you're going to make the money. So that's the idea. Um, you got Powell speaking tomorrow, so it might get choppy. You might want to sit out Powell and maybe just take what you got. But that's the program, man. So good luck trading, and I will catch you in the AM.